Butler from Moon Tower and the Paramount Theater. Everybody give it up for Scott. And of course, Matt Bearden from Mornings with Matt and Bob. Everybody give it up for Matt. We all know and love Matt. And now we nervously wait. I entertain you guys while we sit here and wait for the results. It's gonna be, somebody's gonna be wearing this. And this has been passed down for 39 years, so it's just covered in cum at this point. It's best to not, I accidentally touched it just now and I feel weird. Guys, let me start with, so I'm just gonna entertain you guys while we wait. Anybody have any dumb tattoos? Make some noise. You aren't too enthusiastic, I get it. I'm covered in garbage. I have the words "accommodate madness" written on my arm right here. And people in the front row might notice that "accommodate" is misspelled. But that is on purpose, I swear to God. I thought, as a comic, it would be really funny if I got something misspelled on my body so people would stop me and be like, "Oh, did you know that's misspelled?" And I would fake get upset and then fake call the tattoo artist. But here's the deal. I've had this tattoo for almost 20 years. No one has ever stopped me. So I just have this dumb tattoo. I showed you the mom spaghetti one earlier. I don't even know why I have that. But everybody's favorite dumb tattoo that I have. Yeah, getting all Bert Kreischer on your guys. I dated a woman named Allie, and that went horribly wrong. But at one point I got "I Heart Allie" tattooed on my chest. And then went south, so I had to get a cover-up tattoo. Luckily, I'm a genius, so I got "I Heart Alligators." Yeah, I am cool as shit. And there's a little Lacoste alligator above it. So I just stock up on polo shirts, cut a little hole out, boom, nailed it. Oh, there's comics come in and out. I gotta just rush to use the bathroom. I'm old, I had to piss 40 times. I was in an Uber recently where, thank you by the way, whoever, I did that last night. I'm just, what the fuck is that? Anyway, I was in an Uber recently, and as soon as I got in the Uber, the guy turns around and he asks if I speak Spanish, and I was like, sorry, no, just a little bit. And then he looked really frantic. And then he typed something on his phone, and then turns his phone around, shoves it in my face, and he asked through Google Translate, I swear to God, this is 100% it, he asked, "Can I pass a little gas?" Yeah, I laughed too. I laughed right in his face. I was like, this guy's hilarious. Doesn't speak English, he's making jokes, 5 stars. This is awesome. But he looked really upset. And then I was upset because he was upset. I was like, oh, I don't want this guy to feel bad. I don't understand this. There must be something lost in translation. So I'm like racking my brain and I realize, oh, I bet he's trying to ask, can I get a little gas? And sure enough, I was like, hey, CCC, which if you don't speak Spanish, that means yes, yes, yes. And sure enough, we pull over to a gas station, he fills the car up with gasoline, and then he gets back in the car and rips the loudest fart I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. That guy's a comedic genius. I've never done anything that complicated on stage. It's like twists and turns. My wife, we were in Santa Fe at her parents' house, and out of the corner of our eyes one time, we're watching TV, and then we suddenly see this mouse drop from the chimney and just hit the ground running, takes off. I try to catch it, and it just goes through a little crack in the wall, and it's gone. Cut to a few hours later, my wife is crying in bed. And nothing weird happened that day. So I'm like, I don't understand this. I don't know what's going on. And I'm upset that she's upset. I'm like, oh, honey, what's going on? Are you okay? And she asked me with a straight face, As she's crying, she asked, "Do you think that mouse has a concussion?" Yeah, I laughed too, like right in her face, which was the wrong thing to do. And cut to the next morning, we set humane traps around the house for that mouse, which, if anybody here knows, humane traps are bullshit. They don't work at all. Like, the mouse just shat in a circle around each trap, taunting us. It was crazy. It was so bad. And so we doubled down. We're like, no, we're gonna catch this mouse humanely, even though everybody was telling us we have to kill it and get real traps. But then one day, the mouse shits in our dog's food bowl. Yeah. And then a friend told us that that mouse, by doing that, could give our dog the plague. And suddenly, my wife had a flip of the switch, and had bloodlust. She was just like, this mouse has to die right fucking now. She caught that mouse in 30, she just punched a hole through the wall, ripped it right out of the wall, bit its head off, went outside to show all the other animals, can't do this in this house. I feel like there's so much tension in here, everybody's just waiting. I love it. I was on a flight the other day, and the pilot came on over the speaker, and he said, "Excuse me, but this is the pilot speaking, and we should be in for a smooth landing, but I don't know." End of transmission. That was it. That's crazy. Just leave that last part out. Don't let us know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, this is your pilot speaking, but I just took some acid and the runway's starting to look like a dragon, so we'll see. I was outside a couple days ago, and out of nowhere, this phantom voice is just right behind me. And it kind of startles me. I just hear, "Good morning." And I jump and I turn around. It's this old lady walking her dog. And I turn around and I say, "Good morning," back to her. And then she looks me right in the face and says, "I was talking to my dog." Yeah, made me feel so stupid and small. Which is like, it's like, okay, that makes total sense. Maybe it would have made more sense if you woke up, saw your dog in bed, and you're like, "Good morning," right then and there, right? But instead she waits till mid-walk when I'm in her vicinity and she's like, "Good morning." I just turn back and I go, "Fuck you." And then she said, "I am appalled." And then I said, "I was talking to your dog." Yeah, I showed her and her stupid dog. I was at Home Depot this weekend, not to brag. And there's this guy that had this kick-ass psychedelic like cowboy western shirt on. And he walked by and I was like, "Dude, awesome shirt." He didn't hear me, but then this other guy turned around and goes, "Thanks." And now there's just some old guy in Austin walking around thinking that he has the coolest Bass Pro Shop shirt of all time. All right, I wrote that on the car on the way here. Oh, this is just a little PSA. If you guys are into hay rides, like if you just want to check out the countryside in a hayride, not the time to do it right now, because it will be haunted. I don't know why. That's dumb. All right. Audible. Also wrote that on the way here. Have you guys ever looked at somebody's face and immediately thought, "Nope. Fuck this guy"? It's always a guy. This happened, this is 20 years ago when this happened. I was working at this pharmacy where we also developed film. I don't know if you guys remember actual photographs. Anybody old enough to remember photographs? 3 people, cool. We would have the service where if you didn't like your photographs fully, we would buy some back. And this guy walks in one day, and I look at his face, and I'm like, I hate this guy. I hand him his photos, and he just confidently leaves, just walks out, steals the photos, and I thought, this guy gets away with this shit all the time, but not today. Not letting him get away with it. So I literally jumped over the counter, called for backup to the register. It was so dramatic. I run out to the parking lot. He is already in his car, and the passenger side window's down, so I shove half my body in, and I was like, hey buddy, you want to pay for those photographs? And he looks at me smugly, smiles, and says, nope. And then he hits reverse. He's dragging me with him. Yeah. We go out into an intersection, there's a red light, we're going at it, we're jawing at each other. Eventually the light turns green, and he floors it, dragging me along with him. And I make a calculated decision that I need to tuck and roll, and I do. Luckily at the time, young enough, totally fine. If I did that today, dead, 100% dead. Like every bone is broken. After I tuck and roll, this older dude pulls up in a Mercedes, and he throws open his passenger side door, and he yells, get in. And I jump in, and I go, follow that car! And I'm now in the shittiest action movie of all time. We follow this guy for a while. We follow him all the way back to his apartment, but in the meantime, the guy driving me turns to me and he goes, what did he do? Yeah. And I didn't really want to answer it, to be honest. So I just kind of stalled. I was like, what didn't he do? No, I'll tell you what, he was bad. Just know it was bad. He's a bad human being. And he's just keeps poking me like, dude, what did he do? And I was like, he stole $4.12 worth of photographs. Now the guy driving me is afraid of me. Like I'm the bad guy. We follow this guy all the way back to his apartments. I get out, I shut the door, and I say to the guy that drove me, don't worry, I got it from here. And he's like, yeah, no shit, man. You're fucking crazy. I'm terrified of you. And he drives off, and this is like pre-Uber or Lyft. So like now I'm just stuck like 3 miles from work. This is my lunch break, is just walking back. And that's when it hit me. I fucking hate my job. I did this all for nothing. It was so stupid. I used to do the crazy stuff at that place. I would hide behind the counter, and when I heard somebody like plop their like products down on the counter, I would pop up with pantyhose on my head and give them money. It was so crazy. They were afraid. It was weird. This is my favorite part of the show. This is when I go around the room and ask everybody what their favorite porn genre is. So it's gonna be fun. Each and every one. Now I'll start with, I'll tell you mine, it's cake farts. I hear a good laugh out there. This guy knows what's up. There are other people I know in this room. You're pretending like you don't. Cake farts is the funniest. It's not sexual to me. It's just funny. It's just comedy. If you don't know what cake farts is, kind of hard to describe. It's when like women or men or clowns or dogs, I don't know, whatever, just get on a cake and fart. It's not that complicated. It's a whole thing out there, guys. And my wife and I will send cake farts videos to each other. It's so funny. It's so great. And we found out about cake farts through one specific video that's maybe the most famous cake farts video. The guy that laughed, I know he'll know what's up. It's this woman that just looks in the camera and she says, you know what I like the most? Cake farts. And then she confidently just farts on a cake. And